confirmed 4 deaths. The search and rescue team worked throughout the night, and it was a very active scene from above and below. And we also brought heavy machinery onto the site to assist with the operation. And so we are very, very grateful that our president has now authorized FEMA support, and we're joined here today by our FEMA representative who can tell you more. And that is going to assist us in our recovery efforts as well to assist the families. We have the resources for the families at the Family Reunification Center. We've been actively providing them everything that they need: food, shelter, cash to assist with their basic needs, and grief counseling. Obviously a very critical component as we move forward, as people are anxiously waiting for news of their loved ones. At this time, we have received all of the donations of goods and volunteers that we can handle at this time. We're very, very grateful for everyone who has contributed, and we will let people know as the need presents. But we do have 2 funding sites available for cash donations: supportsurfside.org and Chesed, CHESED, 2 sites that are receiving donations. So as we work tirelessly and stand united, local, municipal, county, state, and now federal support, we are going to work as hard as we can to continue our search and rescue effort. That is our priority. That is where we're focused, and protecting our first responders who are on the scene. So thank you, everyone. God bless. Y ahora en español puedo decir que desafortunadamente esta noche fue muy difícil. Podríamos decir que tenemos 4 que han desaparecido, 4 personas que se murieron. Pero tenemos también noticias de 120 personas que ya podemos contar que son muy seguras, pero el número de que no podemos contar son 159. Pero estos números cambian.
They are obviously doing this news conference in Spanish now. Rosa, we're going to dip back in when they go into English. You heard the headlines now: 159 people now unaccounted for.
WPLG, Channel 10, Florida. Affiliate is... Okay, guys, this is from the footage we saw was from WPGL, WPLG, ABC 10 out of Florida. Was the footage we're seeing. We'll be going live in about 5 seconds. Give me a break, thank you.
So, I think about those families at the reunification center. There's families there who are hoping for good news and still have hope, and then there's 3 families overnight who received the news that their loved one has perished.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine what it must be like for them. And obviously, they want to continue to remain hopeful. We're going on 30 hours now, roughly, that since the building has collapsed. It's a very tough thing right now for these rescuers to sort of, these conversations that are happening with families. When you were showing those pictures earlier, I don't know if we still have those pictures. You really got a sense that this was completely unexpected, right? We knew that, but it was kind of like life interrupted. You see their things, you see clothes. Even I look over the shoulder, I still see the balconies that are standing close to the collapsed towels and clothes and things like that are still hanging there. This really seemed to come out of nowhere.
And you think of the hour that this happened. David, this would have happened maybe in the middle of the day when people are outside enjoying the beach, doing something else. But this was in the middle of the night at 1:30 in the morning. And so most people were probably, the ones that were inside and that were living here, were probably inside their unit. As I look behind us, you can also see they're using claws to clip portions of the building. That's what you're hearing. That's what's actually happening behind us. And we think about that painstaking work that the firefighters are doing, risking their lives, hoping to give news to others.
Let's listen back in for a second.
With additional USAR members from Florida Task Force 1. To echo the message of our great mayor, we are pulling additional resources from FEMA to assist and to provide relief for some of those individuals. This is coupled with the firefighters already on scene, bringing the total of 130 firefighters through this operation. As you saw that we did have the fire reignite, but it did not slow down our search and rescue operations. However, during our search and rescue operations, we did encounter 3 victims that were deceased. They were removed, and as she had mentioned, we bring the total to 4 fatalities. Again, search and rescue operations still continue. We have heavy machinery on scene to start pulling some of the superficial metal from above as we start looking for additional voids from above. Again, search and rescue still continues from below as we tunnel, utilizing heavy light machinery. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. To provide Spanish, we're gonna have Public Information Officer Erica Benitez from Miami-Dade Fire.
Buenos días. Hoy nuestras operaciones de búsqueda y rescate
When they're conducting this news conference in Spanish, we keep talking about this for a second. When you see these numbers change like that, what does that really mean? Are these family members? So we now have 159 unaccounted for. I guess are these families that have called in to public information and said my family was also in there? We can't get a hold of them. Is that what's driving the numbers?
That's our understanding. We understand from officials that we talked to yesterday, they were making this outcry, really, asking people who knew that individuals lived in this building to contact this reunification center to let them know who was missing. Because one of the things that we really have to think about, Sanjay, is that this is South Florida. This is the gateway to Latin America. We know that some of the missing individuals are from countries like